Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast, and this is a little bit special. We don't normally react to things that are happening online, but it's December 31st, and we've got a new post by, you know him, you hate him, or love him, or you're neutral, or you're sick of it. Riddler Coup has made a post, and I wanted to jump on. My name's DustyGogoat. I'm also here with the LumiosePost and SoulSilverArt. This is the crew, and we're talking about this new post by Riddler Coup, and I'd love to get Soul's breakdown of this post because there's some implications, some suggestions. People could interpret this as a resurrection of the myth of black and white remakes by Ilka. Hit me, Soul. What are we doing?
I mean, that's literally what I tweeted. I don't know if you want to just read my tweet.
Yeah, I'll pull up your tweet. Tell me right now.
I was literally like, who's on the hype train of making this a 2025 Pokemon Day thing all over again? Because like this could just start that whole thing all over again, which is hilarious to me. So I think Lumi is better oratory is how you say it, maybe at things. So you might be able to say what's going on here better than me, Lumi, because I'm a writer, not I
can take a crack at it, but you gotta cut me off and tell me where I'm wrong.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yes,
okay,
for sure. It's all right there anyway.
So look, basically, dude, if you've been watching this podcast, honestly, if you haven't been living under a rock, black and white remakes have been rumored for a while now.
Yeah.
And Coup has been a big pusher of this happening, right? Now look, and I have my thoughts on this that I want to give later too. But anywho, we're starting with just what's happening right now. So Coup posted this, saying Happy New Year to you all. The latest project, which was not exposed from the Tera leak, on NS2, Nintendo Switch 2, guys, is here. Enjoy. It is a picture of a dolphin. I don't know what kind. It might even be
happy little dolphin. I'll do a little bit of research right now.
It's black and white, which automatically makes you think, it has a Common Sense dolphin. Yeah.
Common Sense dolphin, Pokemon confirmed.
Also known as the false killer whale.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
But the idea here is obviously black and white, makes you think black and white remakes, but also a dolphin. I believe the Japanese name for that is Aruka. Am I right on that, Soul?
It sounds like it.
It sounds like it. And Ilka in Japanese is called Aruka, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. Also, BDSP's code name was Delphus. So since that was a game made by Ilka, it would stand to reason that maybe the naming scheme of the code names for Ilka games will be dolphin related. So this might be whatever porpoise means. I don't know. That's all speculative. But look, here is my thing. Last year, I just want to recap this because I know so many people are going to be exhausted, and I get it. I have been exhausted with the black and white rumors too, and I am someone who I will 100% admit right now, I fell off the wagon. I
fell off the wagon.
I stopped believing in black and white remakes. But I am pulled back, and I'll tell you why I'm pulled back. It is not because Coup posted it, but it's because of all the facts lined up together.
Because of everything
last
else.
Year.
Okay, tell me, bring
last
me.
Year. Yeah.
Bring me, just because to play devil's advocate. I don't believe that. I think this is going to be I think this is going to be revealed to be Gen 5 Pokemon are coming to the Chinese block game of Pokemon. Unova starters are coming to Pokemon Sleep. That's what I think this is going to turn out to be.
No, I don't think it's anything like that.
Zekrom and Reshiram.
If you look at that comment,
dolphin form
underneath, you see what he says underneath? Scroll just one. Yeah. A new project besides Ikaku and Gaia. So those are two. That's a Legends ZA.
So it's a new project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means that it will not be an update for Sleep, an update for
home. That's
It
cool.
is a new project. Now, Dusty, devil's advocate, you could be right that this is just, a new stupid mobile game. Hypothetically, that could be the case.
Could be.
I just want to say that in no place does he say that this is going to be in 2025.
Okay.
Does he not?
Okay.
No, he does not. So there's
okay.
It could just be
cool. Because Centro, of course, said that he is. So
yeah, Centro is wrong. It's not that it
that's actually that's actually huge. That makes me hate this less. Not hate, but this makes me more willing to buy it a little bit because in my mind, right? The Gen 5 remakes were rumored to be the game this year in 2024. Somehow it's the end of the year. We made it, guys.
Yeah.
And it's not coming out next year because we have Pokemon
Justin.
Legends ZA. What?
A comment asks, "Is this a main or a side game?" And Ku said, "Main."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. But it's not
I didn't
this
read
year.
that yet.
Oh, that's what Soul just said.
No.
It's a
Whatever he
main
just
game.
read was another
It's a
comment.
okay. It's a main game.
Yeah.
It's a main game.
Mhm.
It is a main game.
Yeah, that means.
But
What that could just mean is Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl level of a remake, right? That could
Yes,
mean Let's Go
that
Pikachu
could
and
mean
Eevee.
that. I mean,
That
but that's
could-
what the rumors were back in the day, though, too.
Yeah, that's true. Which I'm fine
So
with.
anyway,
I'm totally fine
Lumi
with
was
that.
saying Lumi was gonna break down everything. I mean, we can go through everything, which is crazy.
Go through
Look,
it. This
the
is the
thing
episode.
the thing is, so first off, I just want to touch for a moment that the
Not prepared.
Pokemon Company has been kind of drilling Unova, and I don't want to hear anything stupid saying that it hasn't, because they have. First off, Unova return in DLC in Scarlet and Violet. Second off, a TCG set that is specifically focused around Reshiram and Zekrom and I think Volcarona.
An N too. Are you talking about
then
this?
also
like,
too
2025?
N coming back, right? And they even have like a N is one of the main. They have a set right now where like they're doing like trainers Pokemon and TCG, like Lilies, Clefairy, stuff like that. And one of the main people they're marketing is N's. I think Reshiram. It might be Zekrom. Don't quote me.
It's
on that.
Reshiram.
But
Yeah.
it is Reshiram. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
And then also, last year, Ku was teasing a Pokemon Black and White game.
Mm-hmm.
But Pyoro, who also had a perfect, Ku doesn't even have a perfect track record. He has a very good one, despite what people say. But Pyoro had a perfect track record. And he even said, I had heard that they were doing outsourced Black and White games. So it's not just Ku. Soul, you've mentioned before that there are credible people that you personally know who also said, Black and White. So look,
And that's not
there's
just to say
multiple
something, by
sources.
the way. That's like actually legit. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
there was a bunch of things behind the scenes that were going on, and this person said that as well. And it's like, all right, well, then they're happening. That's 3 people that have said, like 3 different sources have said that this is in development. And that was 2023? Yeah, it was like the end of 2023.
Yes, because I remember getting teased about it summer of 2023 because it was like before the DLC had even released. Because I remember like Ku saying like, "Oh, this is a hint at their next project," and he had posted like the Blueberry Academy Elite Four.
Yeah.
Right, and you can look at more things in Scarlet and Violet as well. Like the trainer's bedroom has like a black and white rug at the bottom of or on the floor. There's other things that hint to it as well. Like so many other random crazy hints that we've found over the years. So that's what I mean. I'm not prepared for this because I posted them all like when I was thinking that Black and White remakes were coming. I was like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And now I wasn't prepared for this now. But there's a ton of stuff. There was one other one too. Keep going, Lumi, while I think.
No, I think overall, it's just it's interesting to see that this ends up being kind of like a development, right? Like the overarching, like where I'm left, maybe like a day ago, thinking about the Black and White remakes, is that they were either canceled, it was either misinformation that was spread, or it was maybe delayed, right? And if
so the most likely, not to cut you off, but the most likely thing is not that it was misinformation. Like there's no way they just like put out.
That does happen. That does happen.
It's less
that does
likely.
Happen.
I know, but they've never done that before. It'd be really ridiculous, in my opinion, for them to just be like, let's just put out Black and White everywhere to these people. It's a conspiracy theory to me. You know what I mean? It's not that concrete. Where instead, a more likely situation, as we've seen in the Tera leak, is just that things changed. Like they pushed it back, or they moved things around, or and we know that Legends ZA was delayed. So stuff like that is a possibility.
That's something.
It's interesting, dude. I'll take it, dude. If we get a new Black and White game, it is exciting. I think all the back and forth has left me feeling a little bit just kind of fatigued. But dude, if we get a new Black and White game, and we don't even know when Legends ZA is coming out. Like if Legends ZA ends up coming out in the first half of next year, what if there is a Black and White game that's coming out next year?
I will tell you what I heard specifically a long time ago when this was all happening.
Okay, here we go. This is an exclusive.
And now that Ku has revealed it, so now it's okay for me to like actually say things about it.
Okay.
And that's what one of our episodes, and I also put a tweet up. I was like, check my tweet or whatever. But basically, that this was going to be a black and white game for the Nintendo Switch 2. That, you know, is like a Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Not like that it functions like it, but that it's like their introduction to the Nintendo Switch 2 kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, so, but it's developed by someone else, not Game Freak as well. So it was like a third party game, which we had heard already. So a third party game. We didn't know if it was Ilka or not. Seems like Pokemon Works. Seems like it's very possible.
Sure.
And yeah, and then it's mainly just to like showcase Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch 2. That's what we had heard in 2023. That's what we heard in 2023, because we already knew about Nintendo Switch 2 at that point. Not like officially, but you know. Can
I touch on that? Because like there's I already know that there will be certain comments, and I want to go ahead and address them, get ahead of the curve here. So first off, you know, people are going to be wondering, like, I think a lot of people think saying it's delayed is like a convenient excuse, right? Because like something black and white will happen at some point in the timeline, right?
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to sit there and go, it's delayed, and every year say it's delayed until finally 2028 they're like black and white remakes. And we're like, I told you, you know.
I've been saying they've been delaying the release of ports of Pokemon ports.
Yes, exactly. So we're
in 1 year I'll be right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I say that to say, the difference is here. The Tera leak, while it did not provide us with evidence of this, and I'll touch on that in a minute too, it did directly show us that there have been delays.
Yeah.
Pokemon
that's what I love
Horizons.
so much about the Tera leak is it like showed us the ins and outs of how they do like a lot of their development process situation. You know, like
Pokemon Horizons was supposed to start in 2022. It did not start until 2023. And that's not even the games. This just shows that there's stuff going on in the Pokemon company overall. So correct me if I'm wrong on this one, because I'm not 100% certain. But I believe Legends Arceus was slated for the year before. It came out in 2022. It was slated for 2021 fall. And I think it got pushed to...
If I remember correctly, I think you're right. But I'm not the go-to on that information. You know,
I'll do a quick Google search.
Goompy last night tweeted something like, is anyone gonna like make a website where all of this is categorized and taken care of? Because the only site that we have is the cutting room floor, but that's all just for cut Pokemon designs.
Yeah.
But then all of this other stuff, we're like, this is actually
Pokeeos does a pretty good job with some of this stuff.
True.
With
maybe
leaks at least. Yeah.
Maybe that's a good place to look at it, because they probably have like because right now it's just all on our Twitters, and eventually no one's gonna be able to go back and find all that information.
Okay. So, according to Centro Leaks, during the Tera leak, Centro Leaks was covering a lot of it, and he even provided a picture. Okay, it doesn't exist anymore because Nintendo went and gotcha him.
Not that he's the most credible.
Yeah, he's not the most credible. Anyway. He had a picture, so I got excited, but the picture's been taken down by Nintendo. But he says that development was planned to end on July 2021 for a late 2021 release. And honestly, I think I remember reading that. So I actually do really believe this. But anyways, I say that to say Legends Arceus got delayed. Legends EA, we know, got delayed. It was slated for a 2024 release. It's not releasing in 2024. It's releasing sometime in 2025. And then also, even Horizons is getting delayed. Also, too, dude, we have been hearing about Nintendo Switch 2 rumors since like a billion years ago. You cannot, in any universe, convince me that was not delayed. And if this is a Nintendo Switch 2 game, well, guess what? Fun fact about that. That means it can't come out before the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah. So if the Nintendo Switch 2 gets delayed,
that was a huge reason.
Does this.
Yeah, that was a huge reason.
And I know a lot of people will say, okay, well, why didn't the Tera leak have anything on this? And I'll tell you why. The Tera leak also didn't have anything on BDSP except for a build that was sent for like Game Freak's approval or something like that. It basically had next to nothing. We knew nothing about we learned nothing about the development
because
of BDSP
was not
from
hacked.
Yes, exactly. So I know so many people will say, well, that's convenient that wasn't in the Tera leak because it's not Game Freak. It's not a Game Freak game. Guess what? We didn't get information on Aether. We didn't get information on Avengers Doomsday. You know why? Because it's not involved with Game Freak.
It's
But
a good way to look at it.
there are so many, like, I'm sorry, we've been hearing about this for so long by so many. It's been coming from. I would be 100% with y'all if Ku was the only person talking about this. I'd be like, I'm sorry, Chief. I think you might be wrong on this one. But it's coming from Pyora. It's coming from Ku. It is lining up with everything we learned about delays from the Tera Leak, delays with the Switch 2. It's lining up with everything we know. Like that's.
There's also the anime.
That's my
like,
stance.
there's also the black Rayquaza and the white Zygarde.
I was gonna bring that up. It's
it's literally-
It's just fun. It's visual.
Yeah,
No.
mirrors
It's
the
not
two
fun.
dragons.
It's not fun or visual. They say in the little development thing from the Tera Leak, they said it was intentional to represent yin and yang. Guess who else represents yin and yang?
Reshiram and Zekrom.
And they're both dragons, and they're both third legendaries. It's like
I want to. Yeah, no, I love this. We don't want this to be too long. I do want to just maybe take one more read at this. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess it says a new project besides Akaku and Gaia. No, you're good. You're right.
And then later he says main, like someone else says main or side, and he says main.
Yeah, no, I was gonna read this as
Right
like
there.
maybe. Yeah, no, oh, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, if this information comes out, if we end up with more information and maybe I don't know, dude. I would be happy with this. I'm cautious, but if we end up with a black and white remake, I'm totally happy with that. With that.
The problem is really just figuring out now when it comes out, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense what's happening. So we don't know what's happening with Legends ZA and this game and Gen 10. It's like all of those games.
Or the Switch 2, because that's a fact.
Or the Switch 2. And the Switch 2 is the huge factor in all of this. That's the reason that this was probably delayed. And that might even be the reason that Legends ZA was delayed. And it's just like so much is happening with all of that. And it's like all these games in this much time, which is so very Game Freak though, actually.
We've seen it before.
It was all supposed to happen this year in 2024, but they had to push it back. So now it's all going to come out all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like all going to happen.
Which is fine. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, I'll take it.
All
be so
roads
happy.
lead to Gen 10. So I'm excited.
Yes.
Is the 2024 gap year worth it if you got 2 games the next year?
Yeah.
It is actually, and that's why I was always hype about it. But now we are also, I don't know if we're going to talk about our predictions, but there's the whole Legends ZA prediction cycle that is confusing this whole thing as well.
I think we can
We're gonna
save
do that in its own video.
I think we can save that for a new video. If you're new to the channel, if this video found you in the algorithm, this is a Pokemon podcast. Every single week we have full 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour podcast discussing Pokemon leaks, rumors, lore, origins. We do a lot of deep dives and all sorts of other stuff. Let us know in the comments. Do you think this new post by Riddler Ku is are you taking it, or are you leaving it in 2024? Let us know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching.
You're leaving it back where it started.
And yeah, go check out some of our other videos, some of our other podcasts. We've talked about black and white remakes for a long time. We'll see you guys. Bye.